Hi everyone, welcome. I don't know what it's like where you are, but we have wonderful, or rather my favorite weather. Slightly overcast and about 24 degrees. I love it. Not so nice are the current rumors and stories again about the ex-royal known as Harry. Yes, you guessed it. We are going to talk about Harry and P Diddy and Harry and a few others. I've been hanging on to this since last week because I was insecure, unsure, and did not exactly know who, where, when, or why. Anyway, so all I knew was that Harry's wild days are coming back to bite him in the backside, and that him and his wife will not be spared any embarrassment. We actually said a few times that the gloves are off, but it was empty words. Now, with Catherine and the King's illness and the Harkle squad, Sugars and their cool celebrity buddies making unflattering, uninformed, uneducated comments in the media and social media, and with Harry still fifth in the line of succession, the urgency to either get Harry totally removed and cut off from the institution of the monarchy and to expose him and his wife for who they really are is becoming fiercer and stronger than ever before. And who can blame these forces, these people? Not me. We begged, wrote letters, and asked the king nicely to have his traitorous younger son stripped and removed from the line of succession. We warned the palaces that there were too many skeletons in too many closets, and that Harry and Meghan had to be shut down sooner rather than later. But the king, as always, like he did all his life, refused to listen. The king, like his son, is so used to being protected and having his mistakes and failings covered up that he paid no heed, that he laughed at our warnings. But you see, the king may be feeling safe in his little bubble, but the rest of us have to deal with the nastiness of the Scobies, the Boozies, and the Sarah Datas, etc. out there, and we are not protected. How many more Piers Morgans, Dan Wootons, and many, many others must lose their jobs? How many employees must suffer permanent health issues and other damage be done before someone steps up and does something? We are sick of turning the other cheek, sick of being quiet, of counting our words out of fear for retaliation. So today I say, let the chips fall where they may. So Harry has been named in court documents in a case brought against P Diddy by record producer Rodney Jones. And the documents, if anyone bothers to read past Harry's name, will notice that Jones accuses Sean Combs, or then P Diddy, of sexually assaulting him. He claims that P Diddy threw parties attended by sex workers and underage girls. Jones also alleges that P Diddy coerced him to solicit prostitutes. Now, this is a case in which Harry's name is mentioned. Jones alleges in his court filings that guests are drawn to P. Diddy's parties through his VIP associations with, and I quote, celebrities such as famous athletes, political figures, artists, musicians, and international dignitaries, like the British Royal Prince Harry. Now, I searched high and low for references to P. Diddy and Harry being together after they met at the after party of the Diana Memorial Concert in 2007, and all I could find was P Diddy talking about Harry in July 2012. He told The Sun that he was hoping to catch up or hang out with Harry while he is in London. He said, and again I quote, "I really can't wait to get back to the United Kingdom, as London is one of my favourite cities. I'm hoping I'll get to catch up with Prince Harry while I'm here. He is such a cool guy, and it is about time we hung out. I need him to take me to some of those wild Mayfair clubs." Now, whether P. Diddy and Harry did catch up again in 2012 or whether they caught up since then, we don't know, at least not yet. The fact that Harry was mentioned as the type of high-profile people P. Diddy had access to and who were obviously drawing cards to many of Sean P. Diddy Coombs's parties does not mean or even indicate that Harry was involved in anything which may or may not have happened in P. Diddy's home. That can only be speculated at once we know whether P. Diddy and Harry caught up again after 2007 and or since then. And believe me, if he has, we will soon hear about it. P. Diddy actually has a number of lawsuits filed against him at the moment. The one is filed by his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, who accused him of both physical and sexual abuse. Another unnamed plaintiff, only identified as Jane Doe, also accused P. Diddy of a sex trafficking scheme in which she was flown from her home in Michigan to New York in 2003 when she was only 17. There is currently another case against P. Diddy, but I could not find more details about that one. I'm sure if I really try hard enough, I will, but it is not P. Diddy I am interested in, but Harry. As is, this particular case says and proves nothing against Harry, but there is the potential that purely by his name popping up in such salacious cases that it will open a can of worms concerning many other allegations actually made against Harry, and which surfaces every now and then. Often the same stories are being recirculated, and I'm going to give you a warning here. This is indeed gossip, unsolicited, unproven gossip from sources who are also not known to me in terms of their real names or background and or whether they have any links whatsoever to the royal family. So please do not sue me. I am not selling this as the truth, but rather as fiction until such time as there is proof to the contrary. The only reason why I'm even bothering to give you the gist of the type of story which I have received over the last few years is to prove to you how dangerous it is for Harry to be anywhere near such salacious court cases. Okay, and I can't always remember exactly when a particular story reached me, but the first one I think reached me shortly before or shortly after Harry and Meghan's wedding. But the story goes that an envelope containing a letter and a photograph arrived at Buckingham Palace from a city lawyer. The photograph being that of a child, allegedly, fathered by Harry after he coerced a palace worker to have sex with him. Allegedly, The girl decided to see a solicitor when she became afraid of Harry's threats and aggression. True or not? I have absolutely no way of knowing. But if someone does, please contact me, okay? I'll gladly help whatever you want me to do. But like I said, unless someone comes clean and tells me the truth, whatever it may be, I have no way of knowing. The second story is one which had been around for many, many years, and it involves the manner in which Harry treated some sex workers while drunk in the army, allegedly. So the fable goes. Other soldiers had to pull Harry off the woman to prevent him from hurting her or them any further. Is that rumor true? I do not know. And the same applies unless someone steps up and tells me or tells the world the actual truth. There is no way for us to know. Then there is another story about another female whom he allegedly hit so hard that she is suffering from permanent brain damage. Allegedly, so the story goes, her carer and family do not or will not talk because the royal family are paying for this young lady's treatment and care and will for as long as this remains a secret. Now, again, let me reiterate, I have absolutely no idea whether there is any truth in any of these stories at all. It could indeed be vile, hateful, and disgusting rumors spread to discredit and hurt Harry even more. I do not know. And if not true, then it is indeed the nastiest, cruelest rumors which can be spread about a man, any man, not just Harry. Yes, I hear a handful of you asking, so Bookie, if it is such vile, hurtful rumors, why are you even mentioning it? Well, you must be pretty naive to think that I'm the only one who heard the rumors. No, many that I know of actually did. And not just creators, but ordinary folk, relatives of courtiers. One particular lady told me one particular story. Her father was a protection officer for the royals. So, yeah, there you have it. But you know, one day is one day, and a case like this, the P Diddy case, will cause someone with far less decency than me to throw these stories out there in the ether and then put it out as fact. And then what? Unfortunately, the royal family, past and present, have not exactly been a shining example of unwavering moral values. Charles had a string of girlfriends before marriage, and not all of them found him equally, shall we say, charming. He also had numerous affairs, and not just with poor Camilla. No. There was also Kanga, or Lady Dale Tryon, who is said to have died broken-hearted when Charles chose Camilla. Dale died a few months after Diana under rather mysterious circumstances. And then there is Janet Jenkins, who said that she was Charles's lover for 16 years and who may or may not have a son, Jason, with Charles. Yes, not exactly a prime example of virtue. So with all the stories about Uncle Andy and all these salacious stories from the inner sanctum of the palaces and staff quarters, Would it be in any way surprising if we would find out that Harry had some strange behaviors and fetishes? No, I guess not. Take someone from a dysfunctional background, add money, alcohol, and drugs, and the effect can be catastrophic. I just cannot stress enough how important it is for the king to distance the monarchy as an institution from Harry and his wife's orbit right now. I mean, he can love and cry with his son after, but first, take care of the country and the institution. Something, and I'm telling you guys now, something is going to blow. And when it does, it is going to hurt the king's reign and the monarchy irreparably. There will be no coming back from it. How many of us, including the likes of Lady C, said something is going to break in spring? And judging by my email and DMs, I have no choice but agree. So, okay, guys, that is it. I may be back sooner rather than later because it's time. Time for what? Stick around and find out. Okay, thank you for being here. Please remember to click those like buttons if you liked it and subscribe if you haven't yet. Also, please go check out my website. You do not even have to go to my shop. There are lots of free stuff for you to enjoy and read on there. So thank you guys. Take care until we meet again on the next one. Bye.